130 yards.
So it was 135 to the pin. I carried at 130, which is exactly what I wanted to, but because it was in the rough, obviously it bounced over the green. So let's go see what we have. So that's a perfect example of doing exactly what I wanted to and what I needed to, but maybe not exactly getting the result that I might necessarily want. But also I was in the rough and it wasn't the best lie, so I knew that I was not going to catch any spin. So that's basically the best that I could do in the situation that I was in. Hi guys, I know a lot of you guys don't like to read, so I'm here to save the day. So as I mentioned, I will be playing with my swing caddy today. I am using the SC200 Plus just because I thought it was more portable and I wanted to test it out today. So this was my first time actually using this swing caddy, and don't worry, this is not just going to be a promotional video about the swing caddy. But if you are interested in purchasing this after this video, I will provide some links in the description box down below so that you can purchase them at a discounted rate. And after using this swing caddy, I actually would say that if you were to purchase one, I would definitely purchase the 300. They are both similarly good, but I felt that with the 300, it was much more accurate with regards to chipping. And especially by chipping, I mean 100 yards and in. So that's a very, very important distance and a very good use for the swing caddy actually to hone that kind of distance. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about the swing caddy. Let's move on to the video. So over here, I hit it into that bunker, and I would say this is one of the longest bunker shots, and I did not even know that you could be left in that position. So I made a really, really good par on the second hole. And I also want to say today that the focus of today's video is not going to be on the score. I might just skip through some videos and some holes and not really talk so much, but I really wanted to focus on carry distance, which is what I mentioned in one of my other videos. And because I feel like it is such an instrumental part of improving your scoring. So that's one of the reasons why I actually wanted to do this, where I'm hitting with a swing caddy behind, because I can see exactly what I hit. And I can really tell if I hit a good shot, or if it was, a good shot but a wrong plan, or a bad execution, whatever it is. You really can analyze your game so much better, and you will really, really know how to set expectations for yourself. So that is like the perfect example of why you need to know your distance. So it's 106 to carry that bunker. It was 116 to the pin, and I hit that shot. The swing caddy said I hit it 114, which I think is pretty accurate. And I was hitting a pitching wedge, by the way. And I knew that even if I missed the pitching wedge, which I kind of did, I was definitely going to get over that bunker. And it's a front pin, so if anything, you want to hit over more than short, right? So I knew that the pitching wedge was the right club in that situation. Oh my God. So we've got 114 to carry that bunker, 131 to the pin, but it's straight into the wind. So knowing your distance here is super important as well, because you don't want to be short and you need to consider the wind, so that plays a big factor. So that one I had 79 yards to carry the bunker and 87 yards to the pin, and I carried it 82 yards, which was almost perfect, and I'm left with almost like a 40 footer. And that's the thing with greens here in Malaysia too. Some of it, well, the good ones usually the fairways are soft and the greens are hard, so it's really hard to get it close to the pin, especially when you're in the rough. But also the alternative was the bunker, so that was basically the best that I could do with that shot. As you can tell from here, the pin is really tucked. There's not much green past that bunker.
Yards. Yards.
It's important to remember that we can't always go for the pin, you know. So sometimes what we're trying to do is when we know our distance well, we can also plan if we miss it, where we're going to miss it, to put ourselves in a good position. And also because on that shot it was between a 5-iron and a hybrid for me, and it was into the wind, so technically if there wasn't those bunkers and the greens weren't as hard, I should be hitting a hybrid. But because of the conditions and stuff, I would rather just hit it to the center of the green, let it roll up and give myself a putt, because this is giving me the best opportunity. If I were to hit a hybrid and the wind stopped blowing, I would be over the green and probably in some weird rough that I would have to chip out of. So that just makes it harder versus trying to get a 2-putt. See, this is what's waiting for you over the green. And plus the pin is quite near the edge, so not an ideal chip spot.
Yards.
$184 yards to the pin, 155 to carry on the right side of that bunker, but look how narrow the green is. So aiming for the center of the green here.
Yards.
So the aim there was 170 yards, which is what I hit it to, but so with this green, it's either going to kick left or kick right. It really depends on the bounce that you get. And I unfortunately kicked right, but I guess I'm still putting, so we'll see what we can do.
Yards.
Okay, so I just need to use this remote to change it to total. So very easy. So I have 151 to carry that bunker, 180 to the pin, and it's headwind, downslope. So let's try to go for the center of the green.
Yards. 226 yards.
So again, another super important hole to know your distance. 131 to the rocks, so you need at least about 133 to be safe, and 139 to the pin, headwind and water short. So especially because it's headwind and there's not much space between the water and the pin, we definitely want to go for more rather than less. And I'm also on a little bit of a downslope, so the ball is not going to carry as far. So definitely taking more club here, aiming for about 145.
Yards.
I hit a punch 7 there, so as you can see from here, I carried it 150. But also because I pushed it a little bit because of the slope, I'm actually still on the green putting, that's fine. So if I had hit an 8 iron and pushed it a little bit like I did, I would probably be in the drink. So that's why knowing your distance is super important.